And down she goes. Welcome back to another Ultimate Iron Man. As you can see right there, we just hit 150 Zulrah KC. Also, I just realized I said welcome back to another Ultimate Iron Man. I guess this is technically another Ultimate Iron Man, but it's my Ultimate Iron Man. Last episode, we got the quest cape back, which has actually been really, really nice. I didn't think it was, I knew it would be better just for coming from Zulrah, but it's actually great just for, I don't have to switch my spellbook whenever I get a seed or something to plant or I have to go somewhere, which was always a hassle because I would sometimes forget to switch it back when I came back to the house. But now it's great. I can just teleport. It's so much closer to there. It's just, it's so much nicer. It was definitely worth going for it. And now we are just going to be getting right back into the swing of Zulrah. We think we are getting closer. No, not closer. It was 1 in 128 is the chance for a unique. So we've only gotten the 1 Onyx so far. Still hoping for the Serp Visage or anything really, but Serp Visage and Magic Fang primarily. And yeah, I'm just planning on going until I can't do Zulrah anymore really. So let's see how much we can get done this video. And you can see I still the helper up just because it's been a week or two since I've done Zulrah, but I am planning on getting rid of that very soon if I can. Nothing crazy interesting, but I just got a double Zollandra teleport drop. I've never seen that yet. I mean, I guess theoretically I knew it was possible, but still interesting to see. It's a good timing too because I had just run out. Okay, I got confused and thought that was a Jad phase. That's the part I'm still learning, but that's going to be 175 KC at Zulrah. Speaking of learning, I have successfully not used the Zulrah helper for pretty much other than the first. Oh, I didn't put Toad Flax away. Or did I just? No, I just got that. I'm an idiot. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I have not been using the Zulrah helper, and it's been going. I'd say it's 75% of the time it goes well, and the rest is still. Knowing when the Jad phase and specifically what attack's gonna start on the Jad phase is always the hardest. That's still what I'm learning. So yeah, but it's getting there. I think I'll get it. Honestly, I kind of honestly feel like I set myself back by using the helper for so long. The helper definitely was really good for I'd say the first maybe 50 KC, maybe even less than that if you're really good. But I've been surprised how much I was relying on it. Where it's I had thought I had a lot of the rotations down, and I did. But I was always second guessing myself, always checking the helper. Whereas I think I could have stopped using it earlier if I was more confident in myself. This whole ramble is saying if you're using the helper, if you're learning Zulrah, maybe try without it. After 50, 40, 50 kills, you'd probably be surprised at how much you remember just off the top of your head. Well, I'm actually, yeah, that's 179 KC under drop right for the Tans Fang, which if you're wondering why I'm not totally screaming right now, it's because that is the bottom of the last. That was at the bottom of the list for the last 3 things that I wanted. After getting the Blowpipe nerf, it is not as crazy useful to us as I think it would have been in the past, especially since we also have the Crystal Bow. See, normally, in 99.9% of the cases for a Zulrah Iron Man, this would be a huge upgrade. This would be better than the Rune Crossbow or whatever I was using. It would have been great. But for me, it is not going to be better than... Well, maybe it could potentially be better DPS than the Crystal Bow on a certain phase, but it wouldn't be able to do the same performance during the the whole. I would need a magic switch. So I don't know 100% what I'm going to do with this right now. It is tradable, so I can put it in the looting bag. I don't know if I want to make it into the blowpipe. I mean, I'm sure we're going to need a blowpipe. I don't know. I gotta think. Still cool though. Yeah, it's pretty nice. We see the back-to-back for 180. We cannot. Decided to re-up on the sharks. I still have about 1,000 in the looting bag right now, but I've blown through easily probably 1,500 in the Zulrah grind so far. They go fast. I've also just been thinking more and more about the blowpipe. I've been running some numbers in the DPS calc, and I have not found... I have found 2 examples of where the blowpipe would be better than the crystal bow, and it's unbelievable. It's like within 0.2 to 0.3 more DPS the blowpipe would give you than the bow would. In some cases, even without any of the bonuses from the crystal armor for the bow. So I honestly just I don't know with the blowpipe. I've never used a blowpipe before, so I don't know. Like, I don't have a bias of being familiar with it. Or like, you know, like I know certain bosses, if you have like a Dragon Warhammer and you can reduce their defense, you know, things like KQ, they could be good for that. But I don't have a Dragon Warhammer yet, and also like I think when I run the DPS calc on those things, like the crystal bow is still better, even with their DPS, like with their you know defense high. So I imagine it would still be the same when it's lower. But I honestly don't know. I'm not at the point where I'm going to dismantle it right now, but I'd consider it in the future if I need backspace or if I just want scales. So if anyone has any like you know input, particularly any UIMs, but you know no bias to anybody. If they have any input for like what it's used for now, especially for someone who has the crystal bow with full crystal, or at least gonna have chest plate and legs, you know, for my account, I would really appreciate anybody giving me advice if they could. For now, I think we're just gonna probably go ahead. Let's turn these in. We've got, I think this should be just over 1,000. Yeah, and head back into Zulrah. Oh, also, let's see real quick. Got a massive UIM clue opening, of course. Oh, a unique. I think I already have it. I think I have full sandwich lady. But wow, those both out for profit, don't they? Wow, what a beginner clue. Got a palm tree seed here. When I check this papaya tree, we are going to get a farming level. You can spend a second. 87 farming. Didn't get anything apparently. It has not quite all been from Zulrah, but a significant chunk of it has been just planting these little seeds I get from Zulrah every now and then. And then we also have a decent bit of Calquat XP saved up in the looting bag for farm runs in the future. Just whooped the PB. Just got really, really great hits. That was popping off from a range pop. But we even got a combat task there. I think that's beating it in under 1:20 seconds, so which we just barely got. 119. I don't think we're going to beat that anytime soon. That was... Theoretically, it could have been better than that, as it always can often, but that was pretty close to, I think, the best we can do. Had to go to Tarn's Lair to get it, which is not a great place. But we got an elite clue from Zulrah. Let's see what we can get. D-Mace is a good AUK. Oh, and that's kill number 200 at Zulrah. No combat task for that. Got the full dragon drop here. We got D-Halley and D-Med. It's pretty funny. Hysporia kill because we got a seed from our Zulrah farm runs. No, Willis's are awful too. We are still looking for the bottomless compost bucket. I don't know if I've ever like said that on this account or this channel, but we got. I mean, only 23 KC. I think it's like 1 in 40 or something like that. So we're still under drop rate, but we do need it. It is very, very helpful. It feels like just like a week ago I said we were getting level here, and I know it was like a month and a half, but we are back again for 70 rune crafting. And that is also base 70s on the account. We've been waiting on that for a long time. Rune crafting has always been the one we're farthest from. But yeah, it seems like it's forever since Blood. I know it's a lot more XP, but it's only 7 more levels until Blood runes, and then the skill is pretty easy peasy. From what I understand, I've never done it before. Missed the actual kill, but that was 225. Nothing yet. I don't know why I said nothing yet. just nothing. Got another elite clue from Zulrah, and some more AUKs. Thanks to all the sharks I've been using, and of course a couple grapes along the way. I think we are going to have... Oh wait, look at me! I gotta cook one more shark. We're gonna, as soon as I can freaking get this out, that's gonna be 87, 86 cooking. Oh, that's right. I was gonna do a tree run before I logged out. It's been like a day since I've played. As you can see, Group Iron Man is here. And in addition to that, there are a couple other quality of life changes that affect people who aren't in Group Iron Man. Not many things do from the update, but there are a couple. We've got, there's now supposed to be a notification for if you attack a monster that's already been, like, you won't be eligible for a drop for, which is great. Especially it's going to be great for wildy bosses, just great for a couple things in general, just save some time, you know. I haven't seen it yet, but I think it's like, I saw it on Twitter a while ago, and I think it's going to be like you'll hit them and they'll give you, I think it'll be a text message in the chat, and there'll be like a little like circular X that appears on your screen. So that should be pretty nice. Hopefully I'll be able to point that out whenever we see it. And then other than that, I actually want to go check that right now. If we go to Grand Exchange, I was excited about this, a way for Ironmen to buy bonds, but it looks like it's not as good as I think it's going to be, especially for UIMs, or just particularly for UIMs. I think if we go over here, can we... Oh, okay, so this is when I hit exchange for this guy, it'll just bring this up, create a buy offer, and it's only a bond. So you see, it's not like we can't use desk storage, we can't do any of that stuff. It is just from money I have in my account. But I am curious though, will it let me... Okay, I want to, like, if I say, hey, I want to buy a bond for, 12,030, like that much gold, will it let me put in an offer for that? Okay, so I guess theoretically you could maybe try and scam a bond off of that. I mean, I'll leave it in there and, see if I ever get it. I doubt I will. But, yeah, we will not be able to get rid of the Aram's skirt, which is what I was hoping for. Now we're in a weird position where I want money on this account. Like, it would still be, like, what is it? I think it's a 20k out, 30k out compared to 1.2 mil GE. I'll probably drop it over still. I need to at least bond up my other guy one more time to sell the stuff there. But, yeah, it's not going to be, we're not going to be able to get the GE value out of our items on this account. So, I think for drops, I'll probably just end up alking most things anyway, because it'll be, even though it's money on this account, it's still more worth it than buying 2 bonds just to get 1. So, not as cool as I was hoping it would be, but still pretty cool. And I'm sure, later game UIMs probably have tons and tons of money, so. Oh, well, I was going to, say once we got to 250 KC, which is where I was going to end the video, that we were going to keep going until we got our 3rd unique, and then depending on what it was, would change what we do. But there's the Onyx. So that is not what I wanted. In case you couldn't tell, in case you were confused, I was not hoping for another Onyx. So yeah, my plan was if we got the Cert Visage, we were going to do some not temple trekking, pyramid plunder. Still involves the temple, just in the desert. We were going to do some pyramid plunder, finish this master clue off, but I think instead we are going to get back into Slayer for a bit, maybe just mix things up so I can get some more content, and also once we get a Blue Dragons task, we are going to do some Vorkath and upgrade our last piece of gear that we can, I don't want to say last, somewhat semi-realistically upgrade. I got to leave before I die. We want to upgrade our last piece of gear that we can somewhat reliably upgrade. There we go. It took me like 8 freaking tries to say that. But yeah, we're going to get the, the Assembler, because we have the Accumulator right now. And the nice thing about that is relearning Vorkath. I learned him a bit for DS2. Learning Vorkath is going to be the only hard part because we're guaranteed to get it in 50 kills or less if we get lucky. So it's not going to be something where we have to get like, multiple Slayer tasks or something like that. So, yeah. I think I am going to... do I want to wrap things up here? Yeah. I can't imagine anything else happening. So, yeah, I got another Onyx. Did they alk for anything? I don't know. 120k. It's not awful. I don't think it's worth it. We're way far away between needing any more Zenite or Onyx jewelry. So, I think I'll probably... I'll think on that. But, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. We are 244 kills into the Zulrah grind. We were just about to hit rate for 3 unique, or for 2, not even 3. We got 3, so we are doing pretty well. Not well for what we need. I mean, we've only had 1 repeat so far in 3 drops. Still looking for anything in this top row. Really, really want the Serp Helm. That'll just be... It'll make everything Zulrah better. It'll make other things better. The Magic Fang will be good too, just not immediately, good, and it's probably better for our account in the long run. But the Surface is just what I want right now, super, super much. And then of course it would be nice to get any of these things right here. But yeah, a little bit longer for this week's video. Just didn't have much time to play. Also, Zulrah is just boring, not much for making clips. So hopefully, even though we were tipping away from Zulrah for a while, we can get some interesting clips with Slayer. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Oh, also, if anyone is still around for the very end of here, I've said it like 2 times already, but please, if anyone has any advice for where the blowpipe could be used, let me know, because I am 100% aiming towards just destroying it right now. I cannot think of a single place where I think would be more worth it than to have the crystal bow with at least 2 pieces of crystal armor, which is what we're going to have, what I'm planning to keep on my account at least for a while. So please, any input at all would be very much appreciated. Thanks so much.